and welcome to the first Alsobrooks Youth Leadership Institute. Can you guys give yourself a round of applause? This is not only amazing, but it's very, very historic. We have worked on this project for over a year. And not only was it the vision of the county executive, but it was the vision with the county council as well. And we are just super excited that it has been brought to fruition. We have some bright, special youth here today. We have 27 of you all here. And let me tell you, we had maybe about 300 youth that applied for this program. So it's not by accident that you got accepted and that you're here today. We are just excited about everything that's going to go on in this program. We have a lot planned. So we just want you to know that you guys will learn more about government, especially your county government, than you ever imagined that you would. So again, we just want to say thank you. I just want to introduce some people that are in the room because I would be remiss if I didn't. We have Chair Hawkins from the County Council. Thank you for being here. We have Mr. Howard Burnett from Prince George's County School System. And we are honored tonight to have the Clerk of the Court, Mahasa Alamin, here with us today as well. Now, you all know that no program can be successful without funding. You know, every program has to be funded. And let me tell you, we have two of our flagship sponsors here tonight, Coca-Cola. Give them a round of applause. And Cigna. Our other sponsors that we could not do this alone is Andrews Federal Credit Union, PepsiCo, Southern Management Companies, and National Harbor and NG. Now let me say this. This program was 100% sponsored by all of the sponsors that I just named. When we sent the information out, there was no hesitation, there was no reservation. They wanted to be on board. Not only did they want to be on board, they're planning for next year, you know, for the next class. That's how excited they are about this program. So I'm not going to be up here long because I know there are a lot of things that we need to do. And I would like to introduce right now the chair of the county council to come up and just greet you all and just give a couple remarks this evening, if you don't mind.
To have this opportunity to work with our county executive and over the last 4 years, see a young lady come into office with a dynamic team working with her council partners, her state and federal partners to do all kind of amazing things for Prince George's County. But to stand here and witness and be a part of this moment, our county executive thinking about you young, dynamic minds that will have an opportunity to engage with peers your age to discuss matters impacting Prince George's County. To be a part of this very important experience, I can only say to you, years from now, as a member of the county council, we look forward to some of the ideas you all came up with being a part of the fabric of Prince George's County. County Exec, I can't say it enough. Your amazing leadership continues to take Prince George's County higher and higher. And I'm grateful for the opportunity to work with my colleagues and to work with you and ensure and be a part of all the dynamic stuff that you and your team are doing. So young people, enjoy the experience, and whatever you do, learn something from it and leave something with it so that our county will be far better because you participated in this program. Good luck, have fun, and enjoy the ride.
Thank you, Chair. I forgot to even say who I was. And the reason I did, because it's not about me tonight. My name is Sonia Wellborn. I am the Director of Stakeholder Engagement and Affairs, and I also want to acknowledge my team. Please raise your hand so everyone can see you. This did not happen by me alone. I mean, there were a lot of brains at the table for this, so thank you all. Thank you. Next, I would like to call Mr. Howard Burnett from Prince George's County School Systems just to give us a few remarks.
Good evening and welcome. Certainly, it's a pleasure to be here to represent Prince George's County Public Schools and our outstanding CEO. She certainly wanted to be here, and I bumped her. She needed to be at the University of Maryland with a very special teacher ceremony. So it's my pleasure to be here to share this wonderful experience with you, and certainly accolades to our outstanding county executive who's done so much for the school system. I came back with our CEO 4 years ago, and she has been such a strong supporter. And it doesn't surprise me that she has looked at the opportunities that our young people should have, the young people who are going to lead different aspects of our society, both in Prince George's County and throughout the world. And compliments to you, to your parents who've done an outstanding job. And certainly we look forward to the outstanding things that you will do in the future. So again, thank you and welcome, and I will enjoy the program with you tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Burnett. Our flagship sponsor, as I mentioned, is Cigna. As you know, it takes dollars to do anything, and we're going to have Cigna representative to come up and speak.
Good evening, everyone, and I'll start out with congratulations. So my name is Sue DeWitt. I am with Cigna, and on behalf of Cigna, I'm so honored to be here tonight and to be a presenting sponsor for the Alsobrooks Youth Leadership Institute. This is an amazing experience. So enjoy and take in every moment of this. So it's something that I've never seen. I've been in Maryland my whole life, and I've never seen anything like this. So take advantage of this great opportunity. Cigna's committed to serving the communities where we live, work, and play. So this was just a great opportunity for us to be able to support this program in Prince George's County, and it's exciting not only for me, but our entire team. So thank you for having me here this evening. We're all excited for the program and the impact that it's going to have on your lives and the great things that you're going to do for Prince George's County. So congratulations, and thank you very much.
Definitely appreciate those warm words from Cigna. Well, without further ado, we're going to introduce our amazing county executive, which she really doesn't need any introduction, but we have to because that is protocol. Ms. Jasmine Pierce, if you could come up.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I heard a few people, but I didn't hear everybody. Good evening, everyone. Thank y'all. So my name is Jasmine Pierce. I am an intern for the Stakeholder Engagements and Affairs team for the Office of the County Executive. I am a talent pipeline intern, and I too was once a Prince George's proud native who attended a Prince George's County public school. I went to Charles Herbert Flowers High School for the Science and Technology program, yes. I'm honored, truly honored today to be here and as a successful representation of what a Prince George's County youth looks like. I had the honor of assisting and implementing this program alongside my wonderful colleagues, and I now have the honor to introduce our amazing county executive. So just to give a little background on the county executive, In November of 2018, Mrs. Angela Alsobrooks, a proud lifelong Prince Georgian, was elected as the 8th County Executive for Prince George's County and the first woman to do so. Can we get a round of applause for that? Yes. Her administration is committed to providing a world-class education system, safe communities, and a robust economy that creates jobs and opportunities for all and increases the commercial tax base to ensure residents are provided with the services they deserve. In 2010, Angela was elected to serve as the county state attorney, becoming the youngest and first woman, again, to be elected to the office in Prince George's County. As the county's top law enforcement official, Angela played a key role in public safety and strived to carry out her responsibilities in a firm, fair, consistent manner. She fought for additional resources to ensure the office could appropriately support the needs of her community. Angela received her bachelor's in arts in public policy from Duke University and her JD from University of Maryland School of Law. She is a member of the First Baptist Church of Glenarden, and she is also my soror, a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Without further ado, I want to bring up the illustrious County Executive Angela Alsobrooks.
Well, good evening, everyone. And before we go any further, can we give Jasmine a round of applause? We are so proud of her. And speaking of round of applause, I don't know about you all, but we can't sit in a subdued room tonight when we are celebrating how our county has come together to further support, educate, and promote our young people. And I think that is worth applauding. Our young people who have made their way here tonight, who could be doing anything, but decided instead that they would invest in themselves and by extension invest in our community. So tonight is an exciting night in the life of Prince George's County. In fact, the truth of the matter is the most profound obligation of government is the education of our children. And so what we're doing tonight, I think, is the first responsibility of government. And we're just so proud to be able to do it. So thank you all for coming out tonight for this very special reception. We have been looking so forward to the official kickoff of the Alsobrooks Youth Leadership Institute. And I'm grateful for all the dedication that it took to get us to tonight. You all can see a night like tonight, see the bags that are stuffed and how beautiful the room is. But we all know that this takes so much work and commitment to get to a night like tonight. So I want to acknowledge a few of the people who are here tonight who made this happen. You've heard already from the People's Champion, County Council Chairperson Calvin Hawkins, none other than Calvin Hawkins. I want to thank him for being here. I also want to thank in his absence Councilmember Medlock, as well as Councilmember Mel Franklin, who were also very instrumental in making sure that this program was created. I'd like to also give a special shout out. You all please help me to thank. I have the baddest team, I have to tell you, anywhere in the state of Maryland. This is not by way of exaggeration. You heard, for example, and I want to thank Sue again for being here from Cigna, but these programs don't exist, and we're not bragging, but you can look all over the state, and there's no place in the state that has a program like this one. And so we're so proud of the people who helped to push it forward. Sonia Wellborn, so humble, was here at this microphone. I want to thank her. I want to thank the entire stakeholder engagement and affairs team. They are around the room tonight, but I want to thank them as well. They are super incredible. And thank all of you so much for your hard work in getting this program together tonight. I'd also like to thank once again our presenting sponsors. You heard Coca-Cola Consolidated, represented by Altman Pinnell, and also Cigna, who was represented by Sue DeWitt. Want to thank them again. We're also grateful again for the support of Andrews Federal Credit Union, Southern Management, PepsiCo, National Harbor, and Engine. Terry Spigner, I don't know if we heard his name. We want to thank him so much also. And of course, what could we do without the incredible parents and families of our young leaders who are here tonight? We want to thank you all also for being here. You deserve so much recognition. We know these are incredible young people don't become incredible all on their own. It is through your prodding, through your encouragement, through your motivation, through your prayers that they have become who they are. And so we salute all of our parents who are here tonight as well, who have engaged in their children. And we want to thank our young people also for really wanting to be here tonight. We are so proud of all of you. But again, we thank your parents whose encouragement means the world to all of you. And they'll carry your love, parents, with them as they continue to grow. And most importantly, again, to the class of 2023, we welcome you into the inaugural class of the Alsobrooks Youth Leadership Institute. And you know, there's so much greatness ahead of you. We often say that greatness literally grows in Prince George's County. And we believe this to be true. And so you have so much ahead of you. And we're just so proud to be a small part of your success. Now, there are a couple of descriptions of leadership that will define your journey and what the next year has in store for you. Dr. Martin Luther King once said, everybody can be great because anybody can serve. You don't have to have a college degree to serve. You only need a heart full of grace and a soul generated by love. This class of 2023 is a perfect example. There isn't an age barrier that you must exceed to be involved in leadership and service. There isn't a special requirement of academic standing or a particular neighborhood you must live in. You only need a heart for making our county a better place, and you decided that the Alsobrooks Youth Leadership Institute was the program for you. Now, as you heard, we received so many applications from young people all across the county who were eager to enter this inaugural class and get involved in county government. And out of that large number of potential participants, we were able to recruit 27 dynamic leaders with diverse and fascinating backgrounds. The class we selected has representatives from grades 9 through 11, between ages 15 and 17, and this group is made up of students from across the county, enrolled in public schools, private schools, and homeschool as well. You all have community issues that are important to you, and we can't wait to hear the interesting solutions that you will bring to them. I've heard that you all are interested in litter. Lord knows I hear so much about litter, and I can't wait to hear what you have to say about it. And gun violence. And you will also have a wide range of interest in extracurricular activities. And we know that you will bring different points of view to this class. And it is what makes each of you special. You know, I often say that it doesn't take a whole lot of talent to point out what's wrong, but it does take special talent and commitment to come up with a solution. And we know that you all are full of solutions. But as unique as you are individually, you share a deep love of your county and of your fellow residents. We're proud to have you channeling your enthusiasm through this program. And while you're preparing to be leaders of tomorrow, your heart for service will inspire others today. I believe that your participation will lead more young people to take an interest in county government. The second description that I know will define your experience comes from President John F. Kennedy, who wrote, "Leadership and learning are indispensable to each other." He discovered that even in leadership positions as high as President of the United States, learning is still a constant process. That's why education is a central part also of this program. The Alsobrooks Youth Leadership Institute is set up as an intense immersion learning opportunity. So this entire experience is created to be an ongoing education on how the county government really works. And just as President Kennedy discovered, I can also tell you from my personal experience that no matter how far you go, the learning really never stops. There's always a new challenge that teaches a new lesson. There's always an unsolved problem that needs an innovative approach. You will meet people who will share useful information from a viewpoint that you had not considered, and every day you'll have a new lesson to take away. So this is especially thrilling to be here with you as you begin this process. A lot, you should already know, is expected of you, because you've already heard that to whom much is given, much is required. But you were selected because we know that you are more than capable to complete this program. So I look forward to watching you learn,
I look forward to watching you grow, and I'm really excited to have you be a part of next week's inauguration ceremony. And I'm looking forward to having you also shadow me as I carry out my duties as county executive, because I already know at least one of you will take over as county executive someday. And so I'm going to say I saw you and knew you first. And so over the upcoming year, you'll get an up close look at how the county government works. You'll attend county council hearings, and you will get to watch your county officials learn as we lead. And we'll get the opportunity also to learn from you, your feedback, and your creative solutions for issues that affect some of the county's youngest residents. You'll also get to meet with county officials in my cabinet, and you'll have the privilege of attending events like the National Harbor 4-Star Dining Experience, where you will get to learn from a number of local business leaders. I'm sure you already know as well that you'll receive course credit for your community service projects, but the real life lessons that you take away, I should tell you, will also be invaluable. And it is my hope that you have a lot of time to learn from each other as well, and from the different viewpoints that make this class of 2023 such a dynamic group. This program is a significant time commitment that you are making. And while you work on bettering your community, you're also working on building up yourselves. Take this time to not only understand one another, but make sure that you take the time to help each other grow. By the time you're ready to graduate from this program next December, I have no doubt that you will have set a high standard for next year's class to meet. You will always be bonded also with each other as members of the inaugural Youth Leadership Institute, and you'll have a strong foundation of knowledge to build on as you move forward, prepared to change not only our county, but you'll be prepared to change the world. So I thank you again for your eagerness to play an active part in your community. And thank you everyone for being willing to support our young leaders. I can't wait for our leaders to get started, and I know that today is the beginning of great things for you. So I'm just again so grateful to all of you. I'm really honored to be here with all of you tonight. Again, we look forward to the great things that are ahead. You know, the best is really, really yet to come. So thank you so much again. And I'm going to turn back over the program to Sonia, who will get us to the next part of the program. Thank you.
Okay, guys, we're getting ready for the part that you all have been waiting for. Now, one thing that you will learn about this county, the county executive, is that we do things decent and in order. And when we say that, that means that we have not only the chair for the county council here that's going to help assist to put your jackets on, we also have, and Mr. Burnett, you can come up as well. We also have the clerk of the court. Now, when I say this is special, this is special. The clerk of the court not only swears in the county council, the county executive, all of the judges, the state's attorney. So we thought we couldn't have this class and not have you guys be sworn in from the clerk of the court. So we just want to give her another hand clap for taking time out of her day to be here to do that class. All right. So our first Alsobrooks Youth Leader is Mr. Adrian Crockwell. Adrian is a 9th grader. He attends Charles Herbert Flowers High School. He is a proud resident of District Heights, Maryland. And we asked everyone what word one that would describe you, and he said integrity. Yes.
All right. And before Adrian comes forward to have his blazer, I have to tell you a little bit more about him. What you don't know is that we had a session earlier this year with the chief of police. I called together a group of youth. As you all know, we have experienced escalating violence in our community. And we decided, we wanted to hear directly from our young people, hear what they thought about what was happening. I wanted to kind of get from them, are there some views that we're missing? Oh my goodness, what a treat you all are in for with Adrian, who came really right out and said a few things. First of all, he wanted to know what we intended to do to hold parents accountable for the conduct of their children. Said, what are you going to do to make sure I'm safe And I believe that one place you ought to go is you ask young people to be accountable. What about their parents? He also said, and I have to give him a lot of credit for this, he wanted to make sure that children had access to programs across the county. As we were approaching the summer with the Summer Jobs Program and the Alsobrooks Passport Program, he was clear to point out to me that there was a waiting list and some lines, and if we were really sincere about giving access, we were going to have to fix all of those problems. So we thank Adrian that we did accept every single child who applied for a job this past summer in the Summer Youth Enrichment Program and the Alsobrooks Passport Program. 1,000 plus kids who applied all were able to participate. So we thank Adrian already for his leadership. And you know what? The future is so bright. So I just want to start out with him. Can you come on down, sir, and get your blazer? He's looking good.
All right, thank you. We have Miss Bree Pruden. She's a 10th grader. She goes to Suitland High School. She is a Prince George's proud resident of District Heights, Maryland. And we asked what word best described her, and she said ambitious.
We give her another round.
Yes. Mr. Caesar Nahara is a 9th grader. He's at High Point High School. He's a proud Prince Georgian resident of Beltsville, Maryland, and the word that best describes him is president. Come on,
Come on, Mr. President. We like this.
there you go.
Right. You all give the president a round of applause.
We have Miss Charlotte Williams. She's a 10th grader at Academy of Health and Science at Prince George's Community College. She is a proud resident of Hyattsville, Maryland, and the word that best describes her is curious. All right. We have Mr. Courtney Hall. He's a 10th grader. He is at Homewood Academy in Prince George's County. He's a Prince George's County resident in Upper Marlboro, Maryland. And the word that best describes him, there's another president. All right. We have Miss Elise Cooper. She's a 10th grader at Charles Herbert Flowers High School. She's a resident of Bowie, Maryland. And the word that best describes her is ambitious.
Come on.
Next, we have Mr. Hayden Estrella, a 9th grader at Oxon Hill High School in the Science and Technology program. Proud resident of Fort Washington, Maryland. And a word that best describes Mr. Estrella is diligent. We have Miss Iris Cola. She's a 10th grader at Duval High School. Proud resident of Lanham, Maryland. And a word that best describes her is curious. Yeah. Miss Isabel Vercraft is a 9th grader. She's at Eleanor Roosevelt High School. Proud resident of Hyattsville, Maryland. And a word that best describes her is empowered.
Oh, right.
We have Mr. Jordan Bowman, a 10th grader at Grace Brethren Christian School. He lives in Clinton, Maryland, and a word that best describes him is determined.
Come on.
We have Miss Cabria Coe, 11th grader at Fairmont High School, resides in Capitol Heights, Maryland, and a word that best describes her is determined. Miss Lavea White, a 9th grader at Crossland High School, resides in Clinton, Maryland, and a word that best describes her is fearless. We have Miss Leah Fairby. She is 11th grader and homeschooled. She resides in Upper Marlboro, Maryland, and a word that describes her is reliable. We have Miss Limar Betchabush, a 10th grader at Charles Herbert Flowers High School, resides in Hyattsville, Maryland, and a word that describes her is attentive. Yes. Miss Maya Yansen, 11th grader at Gwynn Park High School, a resident of Clinton, Maryland, and a word that best describes her is determined. We have Miss Mackenzie Poole, a 9th grader at Dr. Henry Wise Junior High School, a resident of Upper Marlboro, Maryland, and a word that describes her is spirited. We have Miss Navea Jones. She is a 10th grader at Surrattsville High School, a resident of Clinton, Maryland, and a word that best describes her is active. We have Miss Nigist and Dargy. All right. A 9th grader at the Academy of Health and Science at Prince George's Community College. She resides in Clinton, Maryland, and a word that best describes her is hardworking. That's right. Navi. Okay. That's okay. Good. Miss Nari Corwell, 11th grader at Dr. Henry Wise Junior High School, lives in Upper Marlboro, and the best word to describe her was ambitious. Okay. We have Mr. Omari Barnes. He is a 9th grader at Crossland High School. He resides in Temple Hills, Maryland. And a word that best describes him is ambitious. Miss Sheridan Rowley Hall is a senior this year, and she goes to Henry Wise High School. She's a proud resident of Upper Marlboro, Maryland, and a word that best described her is tenacious. Miss Sophia Bickraft, 11th grader at Eleanor Roosevelt High School. She lives in Hyattsville, Maryland, and a word that she best describes herself is determined. Mr. Taj Diggs, he is a 10th grader at Bishop McNamara High School. He lives in Upper Marlboro, Maryland, and a word that best describes him is radiant. We have Miss Treasure Thompson. She's a 10th grader. She's at Charles Herbert Flowers High School. She lives in Bowie, Maryland. And the word that describes her is kind. We have Mr. Tyler Dawkins. He's 11th grader. He's homeschooled. He resides in Upper Marlboro, Maryland. And a word that best describes him is charismatic.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tyler. Yes.
Okay. There you go. That's nice. Yeah. We have Miss Vicki Newen. She is 11th grader at Laurel High School. She resides in Beltsville, Maryland, and a word that best describes her is positive. At this time, I'm going to turn the part of the ceremony over to the clerk of the court. Everyone raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. You gotta speak louder than that.
Adrian Cleveland Cockrell.
Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the state of Maryland and support the Constitution and laws thereof, and that I will support the Charter and laws of Prince George's County, and that I will, to the best of my skill and judgment, diligently and faithfully, without partiality or prejudice, execute the position of student leader for the Alsobrooks Youth Leadership Institute, according to the Constitution and laws of this state and the Charter and laws of Prince George's County. Congratulations.
Okay. Are we ready to do this again? All right. Are we good? Yep, there we go, there we go, there we go. Okay. All right. We're gonna, you know, the osmosis is gonna be down. All right, you ready? And then we're gonna go one by one, say your name, okay? I. Antonio Barnes. Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
that I will support the Constitution of the United States.
And that I will be faithful.
And that I will be faithful.
And bear true allegiance.
And bear true allegiance.
To the state of Maryland.
To the state of Maryland.
And support the Constitution and laws thereof.
And to support the Constitution and laws thereof.
And that I will.
And that I will
Support the Charter and laws.
support the charter and laws
of Prince George's County.
of Prince George's County.
And that I will.
And that I will,
To the best of my skill and judgment.
to the best of my skill and judgment,
Diligently and faithfully.
diligently and faithfully,
Without partiality or prejudice.
without partiality or prejudice,
Execute the position of
execute the position of
student leader for the Alsobrooks Youth Leadership Institute.
student leader for the Alsobrooks Youth Leadership Institute,
According to the Constitution and laws of this state.
according to the Constitution and laws of the state
And the Charter and laws of Prince George's County.
and the charter and laws of Prince George's County.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, we want to thank everybody this evening for coming out tonight. I know the parents want to get to their children and take some pictures while the county executive and the county council and everyone that's here to represent you all this evening. We wish you the best of luck. We know you're going to be great. You're going to be excellent. As the county executive said, that the best is yet to come. And we know we're going to see great things. Just want to remind everyone, when you all came in, you got this parking pass and you also got this pink band. So we have an historic event on December the 5th where the county executive and the county council will be sworn in. You all will be part of the inauguration that day, so we need you to follow the instructions. Make sure you check your email. We need you to arrive by 8:30 with your parents so we can make sure you're in the proper seat. Okay? Well, we thank you. And we will send you instructions on what you need to wear. Of course, your jackets, your name badges are inside of your jackets as well. You all have your badge here. And then we have some other things for you as well. Again, thank you all tonight. And this would not have been possible with the village of the support of our sponsors and also the county executive and the county council and the clerk of the court and Mr. Howard Burnett. Thank you so much.